Welcome back everyone. So today we're having a look at the mod military shotgun, M590 pump shotgun. So what this mod does is adds a new type of shotgun, a pump action shotgun into the game and a unique version. So you can find the unique version called the Shockwave. You can find that at Tinker Tom at the railroad. If you want to get that, does do its stats and stuff are slightly different from the normal one. It does also have like a Gauss shotgun. It's like a Gauss shotgun type of thing. But anyway, we'll be having a look at that soon enough. So the normal, standard pump action shotgun, you can find these on Triggermen, Raiders, Gunners, Railroad Agents, but I don't really see Railroad Agents around, so don't know if you will actually get them from them. Minutemen and Trappers starting at level 14. So I found my shotguns, because I've got about 3 so far. I got them all off about level 21 Raiders over at Dunwich Borers, so that's kind of where I would say to probably get them from if you are starting out. If you haven't gone too far around the map sort of thing, you could possibly get some maybe at Concord if you power level your character type of thing, you could possibly get something like that. Anyway, so for stats. So the standard version of this comes in with 55 damage, not bad. Fire rate of 5, pretty low unfortunately, but again it's pump action. Range of 95, accuracy of 49, and a weight of 9.6 in its sort of base form. The Shockwave comes in a lot better, and as is non-modified yet, so I'll be probably looking at the Shockwave as is for testing. But anyway, so this comes in with damage of 55 and 30 energy damage, so a little bit extra damage there, pretty good. Fire rate of still 5, accuracy 155. Range 155, accuracy 72, and a weight of 12.4. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any special modifications for the Shockwave. I would have to assume there would be, for the fact of it's unique. You've got a settler in the floor here. Anyway, let's have a look at this. So I'll have a look at the Shockwave here in a moment. But, so when we're for our barrel or our receivers, I'll see how good I can make this. We'll go with the advanced receiver naturally, make that great. Yeah, I'd have to probably say going the long barrel. For that reason, if you go with the long ported and shielded barrel, you're getting slightly less range, or slightly less accuracy. Stock, I suppose, again, would be personal preference, although combat stock, you're getting a bit better, superior recoil and better bashing. Although I will say, I've never understood when it says superior recoil. Does it mean superior recoil reduction, or does it have more recoil? That's something I think Fallout 4 should have really fixed. For that reason, it doesn't exactly describe stuff properly. Although I'm thinking cowboy stock for the reason of improved reload speed. Although what gave us gave us the extra fire rate. Okay, yeah, so that was the receiver gave us the fire rate. Tube, extended tube, better ammo capacity, reduce reload speed. So okay, we'll get a bit more speed and reload speed in that. In terms of sights, we have anything really unique? Well, I suppose the adaptive reflex sights are different. So I really wish they would turn off. We could have an option to turn off that green outline. I don't know whose idea that ever was. I will say it makes having a look at mods really annoying. And I can't turn the weapon around in this mode. Anyway, ooh, tech, recon sight. I would probably have to go with that. Yeah, yeah. I like that probably the most. Although again, see, recon one you don't really want. Night vision scopes you probably don't really want. For again being a shotgun, laser sight could be good. I will try that on the other. Well, that's that. What's that? Railway reflex sight. Okay, interesting. That is. Well, looking at so for muzzles, let's have a look at the muzzles. So we got the choker tube, large bayonet, compensator, muzzle breaker. Damn, that's a light suppressor. That thing, yeah, okay, that doesn't fit on the screen probably. So with that, so the suppressor does reduce your damage. Heavy one, what's really the difference? Although I suppose that, okay, so the heavy one. Well, actually, what do we have? So, Elite Suppressor and Coastal Suppressor. So, you probably... Actually, what we need for the Elite Suppressor is Mr. Sandman. So, yeah, I can understand. Silenced Weapon, excellent per shot recoil. Decreased in range. But I suppose that's... Suppressor, that is 31... So essentially, the Elite Suppressor is your best option for the fact of the the Light Suppressor has the best range, but also decreases your damage. Where the Coastal one has the better has like same damage as the Elite, but you also get slower range. Do I actually? Yeah, I'll put on the Coastal one just for now. Doesn't look bad. That is the lever action rifle one. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the wood one. I like the wood version of that. We do have a few different... that's... The aquatic looks... That makes it look like the unique one. Unless that has a... Urban... Yeah, I might go that one. Okay. So very cool. Let's look at that. So... Okay, yes, okay, so paint skin is slightly different for that, so midnight, although I think those are all the same. Yeah, the pretty much would be all the same. So yeah, that one does have the unique one. Anyway, do we have anything better? I'm quite sure, what was our other shotgun? 96, so that takes, that's like 13 damage less. So you're kind of getting less damage in a way, but you get that Gauss damage, that energy damage. So, yeah, decreased reload speed. Again, when it says decreased reload speed, does that mean it has like decreases reload speed time, or actually makes it slower? Anyway, I already got the good stock on this. So that's great, full stock. I'd still have to go with the cowboy stock. Although probably you kind of think the combat stock would have been the better stock for stuff, but oh well. Although I'm wondering if that's saying better bash, if that's because of those like spikes on there. I could see that type of thing. Combat, grabbing it by the barrel and like using it as like an axe type of go ahead there. Extended tube. We got that. Ghost sight. I think I'll keep the ghost, although actually no, I was going to try the laser sight. See what that's all about. That's right, I need Mr. Sandman. Do I even have enough perks for that? I do. I have just enough. Where was Mr. Sandman? There we go. Although, see, now that's saying... Silence weapons deal additional sneak damage, so... Okay, yes. I was going to say, don't tell me that's going to increase the damage, but apparently not. I will keep... That's... Yeah, we'll keep that as that. So anyway, what is going to be the better option between the two? Okay, so that's right. I was going to look at the laser. Okay, that is really nice. What that's giving us 8 rounds. Uh-oh. Okay, well that's something to note. That's it's got the lever action rifle problem. Okay. No, anyway, so yes, for that, realistically, yes, the shockwave is obviously better for that reason, the better damage and all that, so... Kind of is a shame. Do they both do it? Funnily enough, the pumping on the shotgun is louder than the actual the shot. Find that funny. But yeah, actually, do they both do it? Yeah, yeah. Kind of hope that can get fixed. Because I will say, before I test this for combat, that kind of brings it down for me. Everything else I like with this. It's very well done, as I do like the clicking sort of thing when you pump it. Sort of, I don't really know exactly what you call that, but yes, when you sort of pump it, when you bring it out wires, all my settlers over there for. But yeah, that whole thing of reload, like, that's kind of a real problem for me. I think for a lot of people as well, that honestly does bring it down. For that reason, if you've only used one shot and you only needed the one shot, but you want to get everything, say you only use, say you got the capacity of 9 and you use 4 shots and you end up reloading 9 shots all up, kind of brings it down. But anyway, as is, let's test this out for combat. Test out a ghoul. And all my settlers there. Coming in to help. So, from out here, not bad. I mean, again, I can kind of understand chest shot. Oh, yeah, didn't even need the critical for that one.
It's my good karma's paying off.
I just heard a ghoul. One of my settlers is a ghoul. There it is. There's the ghoul. Anyway. So, yes, that is pretty good. So if oh, okay. Okay, that might be a fix then. Okay, so that's how you fix it then. If you just want to do that, you just let's do that, and then you switch from third to first person. So there is a fix. So if I get really close, like really close here, how's that gonna... If I do a critical, pretty good. I'm liking that. That is doing very well. Now, I wonder if I can... I'm not really built for snaking. If I do this... Yeah, that's good. Uh-oh, I've let everyone out. Not bad, I suppose, on that. Damage as is not bad. Well, not great for crippling, but as is, it still works pretty well, though, in combat. Now it released everything. Actually, no, I don't want to do a crit for that. There we go for a crit. So again, without that, still pretty good. And we just blew his arm off. There we go. Pretty good. As is, I like it. As is, my only real problem with this is the reload. The reload thing. But again, easiest fix for that is let it reload and then just go to first and third person. That seems to fix it really quick and easy. So that's kind of the fix for this mod. But yes, if that could be fixed in general, though, that you don't actually have to be switching between first and third person, that would be phenomenal. As is, that's about the only thing I think that kind of brings this mod down slightly, is that whole reload thing. Other than that, as is, I performs well in combat, as on a high level. So as is, most, I don't know, a lot of guns I've noticed usually aren't exactly great. It's like, well, it's like that thing, for example. That's That's not a normal weapon. But yeah, even I noticed that weapons that are similar in damage don't do a lot. But great thing as is obviously with this is it does electricity and your sort of standard ballistic sort of damage. So if an enemy has like stupidly high ballistic damage, but they don't have very much energy damage, that works great. Like I think robots are more, well, they should be more susceptible to electricity damage. I think they were back in Fallout 3. So that's kind of thing like that. In one way, it's not half bad for dealing with robots. I suppose in a lot of ways it would be essential. I don't know exactly with robots exactly how they function with their resistances in Fallout 4. I can't remember. But yes, as is. But yeah, I kind of think it does work quite well as is for it. Anyway, as this, hope one has enjoyed. I will say as well, just before I finish up, is essentially I do have a poll going for doing modded lists type of things, or load orders, what do you want to call them. So as is, I do have a poll for that going up. Obviously, with the Fallout 4 mod stuff going on, or that anniversary pack, whatever it is, stuff's going to be broken, so I won't be doing mods for a little bit, probably until that stuff all gets fixed. But yes, hopefully that stuff won't take very long. But yes, as is, I won't really be doing a list until that stuff's all done. For that reason, I don't really want to make a list just for it to be broken and have to refixed again. So I'm going to be waiting for that. But as is, that will be up pro for May for the year. I don't know. I might wait till next year to do that, to actually start making those. I have no idea. Anyway, as this, hope one has enjoyed. I shall see everybody later.